Hey there, Aquarius, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your mid-month reading. This is going to be a reading for August 15th through the 31st, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Aquarius, if this reading resonates and you would like to book a personal reading, make sure to check out the description box below. All the information is there. And of course, if you want even more free readings, make sure to subscribe to my email list. I send out free extended readings every Monday, only to my email list subscribers. You cannot get these readings anywhere else. All right, Aquarius, bottom of the deck, you get the Eight of Cups. Main energy for your reading is the Magician. You're definitely manifesting something. There's definitely a desire showing up here for you, but you're a little bit emotionally detached from it. I don't know if it's because you're afraid of not getting this or if it's not going to work out, but I can see what you want. I can see the manifestation. And then I also see, but I'm not, I'm not 100% all in on this in terms of your feelings. If you know anything about manifestation, you know that it's not just what you think or what you want, it's how you feel, right? Your energy is your frequency. And when I see this tied up to a manifestation, I can tell you right now, it's likely not going to work. We'll see. Your person can obviously be any sign if you're dealing with somebody else. The main sign that I see here is Leo. In the recent past, you get the Two of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. This is you. I do not assign gender to my cards. You're very, very confused here about something pertaining to your emotional fulfillment, emotional stability. So it's almost like you're dealing with someone or something where you're like, I can't really figure out if this person does make me emotionally happy or not. It's like, I think they do sometimes. And then other times you're like, I don't think that this is what I'm looking for emotionally. So there is a little bit of back and forth in that regard. In the current situation, you get the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. You're focusing on yourself, you're prioritizing yourself, and you're very, very good at setting boundaries here. Now, with the Fool showing up, this seems new to you. So either you're not used to setting boundaries, you're not comfortable with setting boundaries, or, up until this point, because in the current situation, you're like, yeah, I'm setting boundaries and I'm doing it, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like I'm good with it. It feels good. So I really, really like that. In the near future, you get the Sun, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Happiness. You're over the difficult part. Something's really working out for you here. Whatever energy you're putting in, like whatever you're investing your energy in the near future seems to really, really work out for you. And not only that, it brings you a lot of happiness. You are very, very, very happy. The Sun is the happiest card in the entire deck. And it's tied up to whatever you're focusing your energy on seems to be working. So the near future seems awesome. Let's clarify. We'll start off with the Magician, which is the main energy for your reading. The Magician is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Cups. So you're manifesting a reconciliation here within a romantic relationship, okay? Bottom of the deck, you get the Six of Cups. This is a soul connection for you. This is somebody that you're really, really, you have a lot of history with this person. There's a lot of beautiful, good times, good memories. You're manifesting on the one hand a reconciliation with them. And then on the other hand, you're kind of like confused about it. So either you want a reconciliation, but you don't want a reconciliation, or sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, because it's literally like, okay, reconciliation, yes, no. Okay, not okay. I want this, I don't want this, right? So obviously, you're a little confused as to what you're even manifesting here. It like changes by the day. And it has to do with you spending time with this person, and it's a romantic connection. It's not family, this is not friends, none of that. Let's take a look at the Two of Swords in the recent past. Two of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Magician, which is the main energy for your reading, and the Moon. So you're a little bit confused here. I don't know what it is about. It's pertaining to this manifestation, but I don't know exactly what aspect of this manifestation, the reconciliation and all that, you're confused about. You're stressing out though. This confusion, this lack of clarity really stresses you out. You don't deal well with lack of clarity. You don't deal well with ambiguity. That's not your vibe. That's not what you focus on. And I also see that there are a lot of unknowns here, and that also contributes to your stress. It's almost like when it comes to you and this person, or you and this person reconciling, you know what you want, but it's like you're kind of like in a dark room and you're trying to figure out like what to do, which way to go. And it's that lack of clarity, it's that ambiguity that that really, really stresses you out. The Nine of Swords is not a comfortable energy. It's literally overthinking, stress. Like I can see that this is not the vibe for you. So again, I don't know what it is you're unclear about in the recent past, but it definitely has to do with this relationship, and it has to do with your desire to have this relationship back. Let's take a look at the King of Swords in the recent past. King of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Wands, which you get again in the current situation, the Five of Swords, and the Six of Wands, which you get in the same row in the near future. So you're really trying to be very, very logical about this, okay? You're looking at this from the most logical perspective that you can in terms of what works for me. What like is my definition of, okay, this works for me, this is good, this is the kind of successful relationship I'm looking for. The problem here in the recent past, there's a little bit of you lying to yourself. It's either you're intentionally lying to yourself or you believe something about yourself which is just not true. So, for example, I believe that I'm a person that does well with a lot of space, right? You want that to be true, but that's not necessarily true. Maybe you need a lot of communication. Maybe you need a lot of affection, right? But for some reason, there's this idea that you have in your head where you're like, oh, I'm this way and that's what works for me. When in reality, you're not that way. You're a different way, but you refuse to kind of look at it. Do you know what I mean? And it's not a bad thing. It's not like you're lying to yourself about like, oh, I'm looking for this person versus this person. It's just a little something in your personality, your needs, your desires when it comes to relationships, connection, and this romantic connection in particular. Let's take a look at the Nine of Cups. And of course, if this resonates with you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps me out with the algorithm. So the Nine of Cups in the recent past is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. You are able to give yourself everything you need emotionally. You don't need another person necessarily to emotionally fulfill you, emotionally stabilize you. However, this connection, you're showing me it's the Queen of Cups. The love goes both ways. You really do love this person. They really do love you back. And you're not giving up on the idea of we can move things in a better direction. We can like have the energies feel how I want them to feel. I don't even know if you're separated or broken up or what. Like, I don't really see that. That may be the case for some of you. It's kind of just like a little bit of like a bummed out energy. And you're like, I don't want to be bummed out. Like, that's not the energy that I'm looking for. I want to turn things around with this person. And I know we can. And I know that like once we turn things around, both me and this person are going to feel a lot more emotionally balanced and emotionally fulfilled in this connection. Interesting. Let's take a look at the Fool in the current situation. Fool is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Empress. Yeah, there's definitely a very open energy here for you in terms of wanting a new beginning, wanting to wipe the slate clean. You feel very, very balanced. The Empress is very much like the divine energy of feeling yourself and feeling grounded and feeling balanced and taken care of. And that's what you're showing me here. And you're like, look, now that I feel more confident and comfortable within myself, I'm open to having a new beginning. Wiping the slate clean. We can take baby steps. We can move very, very slowly, right? You're not diving headfirst into anything, but you feel good about this. You feel very, very confident in your ability to make this new beginning happen, to have it flourish, because again, you are everything that you need within yourself. So you're kind of like, okay, you're just an addition to my energy. And that's why I'm open to us starting over. Interesting. Let's take a look at the Nine of Pentacles. I want to get to this one, but we'll go in order. Nine of Pentacles in the current situation. Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Like I said, you're good on your own, okay? You're good within your own, but you don't want to be on your own. You're showing me this connection that I share with this person. It's so deep. It's such a strong bond. It's such a strong connection. I'm aware of that. The biggest thing here for you, Aquarius, is you need a lot of independence within a connection. You don't do well with people smothering you. You don't do well with people breathing down your neck all the time. You don't want somebody texting you every 20 minutes. What are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you? What are you doing? Like, that doesn't work for you. And you're showing me like, I'm crystal clear now, like on my needs. And one of the main needs that I have within this connection, within this bond, is my own independence. I'm not saying necessarily singlehood, right? But it's more so like I need to be my own person to be able to do what I want, when I want, how I want, without having to constantly like explain it or justify it. You know, like I want to be me authentically, 100% who I am within this connection. Let's clarify the Seven of Wands, see what this resistance is about. Seven of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. Okay, so there's a little bit of resistance here internally for you. You do want to heal this connection. You're showing me the Four of Swords. You do want to heal this. You do want to fix things with this person. And you do want to really rebuild a solid foundation between the two of you to overcome some emotional pain that you're carrying. I can't tell if this person hurt you or if this is just emotional pain that you've been carrying from past relationships, childhood, whatever, right? But for you, in order to be able to really truly feel like confident and stable and grounded and not spirally, you need to have a solid foundation with this person, and you guys need to rebuild and move forward from that. That's your definition of healing. Now, tying back to the Seven of Wands in the recent past, remember I told you that there's something about your personality which it's like a need or a desire that you have, but you keep trying to pretend like that's not the case or suppress it. That's showing up again here because it's starting to clash with being able to heal this connection and rebuild with this person. So for example, let's say you need a lot of space, right? And you're coming into this and you're like, okay, we need to talk, we need to communicate. And then this person's like texting you all day. You're like, oh, you're smothering me, right? But I can't really explain these energies. You guys would know what this is, but it's almost like you have this view of yourself where this is like who I want to be, right? I want to be somebody who's very clingy, very emotional, but who I truly am is someone who needs a lot of space and autonomy. And the two of them are clashing. And for some reason, I can see this like stressing you out in your head. You're like, why does this not feel right? Why does this not feel right? It's because you're not seeing that these two internal needs of yours are clashing. The needs that you actually have versus the kind of needs that you would want to have, if that makes sense. Interesting. Let's take a look at the sun in the near future because the energies really shift. Let's see what the sun is all about. Sun is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, remember I was talking about these needs. I have this need versus this need. That conflict, that internal conflict that you're feeling, you start to pick up on it. You're looking at it and you're like, wait a minute. There's some clarity showing up here for you when it comes to all this resistance. This does throw you for a little bit of an emotional loop because, again, you're an air sign. You're grounded. You're stable. Like you are like, swords. You're very clear. You're very clear on what you want, in your communication. And so the fact that you can't really figure out why this doesn't feel right for you in the current situation, in the near future, it becomes very, very clear. That internal conflict becomes clear. Your doubts become clear. Your emotional overwhelm and the source of it becomes clear. So you're able to really navigate that a lot better in the near future. Let's look at the Six of Wands in the near future. Six of Wands is clarified by the King of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Fool. You got the Fool in the current situation. You being open to starting over and having this new beginning. Yeah, I like this. It works for you. The love that you're getting from this person works for you. The passion, the excitement, the fire that you feel with them works for you. This is your definition of a new beginning. So in the current situation, if you're confused about like, how do we make this new beginning happen? Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? Is this the right new beginning for me? Do I want this? Do I not? In the near future, all that becomes clear, right? And then it's just kind of like, oh, okay, so we found the formula that works. We figured out what works. This is what I need. This is what works for me. This is what works for you. Yay, everybody's happy. Love it. Let's take a look at the Eight of Pentacles in the near future. The Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah. You are kind of almost there at the point of Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. New beginning, passion, reconciliation, excitement, spending time with this person. You're almost there. Like literally, you've got just a little bit more to go, especially with the Nine of Wands. Whatever you're focusing your energy on this month towards this connection, towards having a new beginning, towards all of that, it really, really, really seems to be working in your favor. It seems to be working out. So I would say be very, very aware of where your thoughts are going this month and what you're focusing your energy on, because whatever you focus your energy on will grow. Positive, negative, it'll grow. So make sure you're very, very aware of like where your energy is focused, because it's almost like a laser beam. Whatever you direct it at grows. And it seems like in the near future, it's starting to grow and starting to develop this like new beginning in love. I really like that. You also have 3 aces in this reading. Aces are all about beautiful, brand new, exciting beginnings. So good job. All right, Aquarius, let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind for this reading. And if this resonated, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, please. It really helps me out with the algorithm. From the universe, you get the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're starting to really realize that your mind, your thoughts, that's also a form of energy, okay? What you think about, whether it's positive or negative, grows. What you focus your mental attention on grows. You're starting to realize that for some reason. Now, you're trying to evaluate and assess like, okay, well, now that I know that I have this like internal power of literally growing whatever I think about, what do I want to focus it on? And that's where this main energy comes in. That's where you're a little bit confused. Where do I want to focus my energy? Interesting reading, Aquarius, I have to say, but that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.